Destiny! Destiny! Oh God, where did I put it? Destiny! Destiny! Oh God! Oh, there you are! Oh, thank goodness. I thought I lost you. Oh shit. Hey. This is a neat little table of stuff, huh? Oh, hi. I didn't know anybody else was here. I just stopped in to use the bathroom and I forgot where I put my arms. Hi, my name's Orion, and this is my Destiny. That's pretty cool, huh? There's just one problem. I can't get through to the other side, to wherever it is I'm going. Every morning I wake up, I have a nice breakfast, I brush my teeth, I put my contacts in, I try my Destiny. Damn it! Still locked. Every day it's the same, and it's starting to get me down. Well, this whole thing started my junior year of high school, and it started with a question. What does a bored, straight A's and B's 11th grader do with his time? Play Mario Kart on the Nintendo 64? Yes. Watch reruns of American Gladiators and Home Improvement on primetime TV? Again, yes. Get stoned and rearrange the letters on the Dairy Queen billboard? No. I did that too. Sign up for beginning drama class because dicking around for an extra A on the report card sounded like a foolproof plan. Couldn't hurt. After all, every A on my report card earned me $10 from my parents. Cha-ching! Money in the bizang, baby! Well, as the kids are calling it these days. Well, let me ask you another question. You ever had that dream where you're searching for a door amidst a vastness of empty or mysterious or meaningless space? What lies on the other side of that door, you're not exactly sure of, but you can smell the faint yet distinctly sweet scent of destiny wafting from behind it. No. No, I just sound crazy. But lo and behold, there it is. Proof that that dream really happens. That's where I got mine from. But the point I'm trying to make is that my middle of nowhere sweet smelling destiny door was indeed theater. Acting. Storytelling. Or as they so eloquently label it in the high school curriculum, drama. Which, quite frankly, kind of irritates me. I think that name is totally misleading. And when I think of drama, especially at the high school level, I think of a situation that might sound a little something like this. Hey Travis, you asshole! You know I have a crush on Sarah Feldman. Why'd you have to go and make out with her at that party last weekend? Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I guess you just liked what I was throwing her way. Hey, screw you, dude. You're a horrible friend. Shaw, whatever, bro. You snooze, you lose. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Cat fight, cat fight, cat fight. You do this. Or perhaps more recognizably, something like this. Listen, Sarah, I can't believe we finally got together. I had my eye on you for like months. And after that thing you had with Travis that one night, I just never thought. Anyway, these past 3 weeks have been awesome. But I think we should break up. It's not you, it's me. And so, you see what I mean, though? And I can tell you right now that no play or scene I ever had to do in high school ever sounded anything like that. And if it had, I can guarantee it would have been from a comedy. You get my point. Just call it theater class from the very beginning, because that's what it is. Save the drama for your mama. But I digress. Open sesame. No? Okay. Well, it's worth a try, right? Anyway, 3 months later, as I waded waist deep in the waters of high school theater, I was hit with the shimmering epiphany that, well, this right here was the direction in my life I had sort of actually not been looking for up to this point. It sort of actually just found me. And suddenly life wasn't solely about those aforementioned directionless activities, although they were pretty fun. Especially Mario Kart. But suddenly, life wasn't just about impressing my parents and outdoing myself by earning good grades in subjects I knew in my heart I wasn't destined for. Victory was mine. Can I get a hallelujah? So, wait a minute, bro. Are you telling us that you're a fag now? You're not going to try to suck our dicks, are you? Wait, what? No, guys, I'm just having fun trying something new, something I think I'm good at. I still like girls, I promise. We don't know, bro. All drama geeks have attention issues and like to fuck around with people of the same sex. Guys, that's freaking ridiculous. Don't be stupid. All right, bro. Ooh. I'll tell you what. We're all buds here, all right? You can still kick it with us. We'll just pretend that you're not totally embarrassing yourself by being a drama geek, okay? Okay. Sweet, bro. Sounds good. So, you want to go smoke some weed? No? Oh. I'll see you guys later. Drama. This one, nobody's laughing. Let that be a lesson to all you ambitious types in the room. Destiny doesn't always smell sweet. Sometimes it smells like bitterness and misunderstanding and having to choose. To be called gay in high school was the worst insult of them all for us guys. So, to be called the G word, or even worse, the F word, or the H word, would make even the hottest, most popular guy in school turn red with insecure fury, like one of those 99 balloons from that really highly danceable German pop song. I think it's because no person, boy or girl or any combination thereof, is really truly secure with their sexual identity at age 17. Or even 18, for that matter. Dear Diary, today was my first day of advanced drama class. And well, it wasn't my first day per se. I took it last year, but this year I'm a teacher's aide. From the moment he walked through the door, I knew I wanted him. He's got one of those slim jock physiques I could just lip to death. He looks like he just recently learned how to turn his natural scrawniness into lean muscle. And now he's sort of taking that new muscle suit around for a test drive. Which means he probably lifts weights in PE class. Which means he'll probably get even hotter as the semester progresses. Oh my God. His name is Orion. It's spelled like that group of stars, not that passé Irish way with the apostrophe in it. That is so artsy. When he walked into class today, his vulnerability was fucking delicious. I could smell it steaming off every inch of his body. That and Old Spice. I want to fuck him. Here's hoping. Drew. And so began the test of character that was getting to know Drew. The openly bisexual drama fairy queen of our classroom. The Titania of our ardent forest, as it were. It was a relationship born of a severely one-sided attraction, and it grew to be one of the most rewarding friendships I'd ever been a part of up to that point in my life. But as I said before, he could smell the fear on me the second I stepped into the room. It was my first day of advanced drama class, where the big dogs played. The students who took this theater stuff very seriously. Beginning drama was now a thing of the past, back to the bottom of the food chain, baby, with Drew staring down at me longingly from the top. Or rather, staring up at me from the chair in which he sat, eye-fucking me, stoically and intensely. The only parts of his body moving were his eyes as he charted my path across the room. At the end of the period, he finally introduced himself. Hello, Orion. I'm Drew. I'm really excited to work with you this semester. You looked a little nervous today, but don't be scared. I'll protect you. And he did, actually. The leadership and guidance he gave to me was equivalent to that of a very young, effeminate Gandalf. Great skin. As fate would have it, after that first awkward day, we quickly embraced each other's differences and accepted each other for who we were. Myself, a dedicatedly heterosexual, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed young pupil in desperate need of fresh creativity and companions to help me navigate this new world I had thrust myself into. And Drew, well, the opposite in many ways, but also a young man in need of a friend. All our cards were laid on the table, all motives were pushed aside, and the only direction from there was up. So, the spring of my junior year, I get cast in my first main stage full-length play ever, Twelfth Night, by William Shakespeare. Awesome, right? But imagine my terror when I found out that one. I was going to have to speak this high poetic language called verse. I mean, come on. Speaking regular person language on the stage is nerve-wracking enough, right? And two, I was cast as Antonio, this rugged sailor or seaman character thought by some Shakespeare enthusiasts to be homosexual. Wait, what? Oh, hi! Excuse me, Mr. Director Man? Yeah, I'm new to this, and I'm still trying to convince my friends that I'm not gay just because I like to do theater. I simply cannot play a gay role. Well, okay, Orion, I understand. The Antonio in this production will be 0% gay. All right, then. Thank you. I'll do the role. Drew was cast as Malvolio in this production, the lead role, the villain to be exact, his pinnacle role in the Ashland High School stage. Whatever attention our skilled and gracious director did not have time to give me, Drew gave to me. He was only one grade ahead of me, but when it came to performing, he was my uber-wise karate sensei, my Mr. Miyagi, in skinny jeans and a tight mesh tank top. Needless to say, he was my peer mentor throughout the process, and he side-coached me every step of the way. Finally, we arrived at first dress rehearsal, our first rehearsal in full costume, and I am told by the costume designer that I will have to wear eyeliner because the bright lights of the stage wash out my eyes. Excuse me, what? Is that makeup? God, am I ever going to catch a break? Somewhere in the stratosphere, there is a photograph of Drew in full costume, putting eyeliner on me that first dress rehearsal. What that photo did not capture were the many tears I cried because my tender virgin eye skin could barely stand the pain. And now, here we are. Thank you a million times, Drew, wherever you are. Here's looking at you. Oh, come on! I'm sorry, I just thought sharing my... Anyway, where was I? Yeah, the next year was my senior year. Woo, party time. I was in 3 more plays, plus some student projects. I impressed the right people. I made lots more friends. I threw water balloons at the freshmen. Yada, yada, yada. Which brings us to the college years. Booyah. So here's the deal. I really dropped the ball when it came to filling out college applications in high school. I mean, I was just a lazy bum about the whole thing. Fill out the same information over and over, answer the same damn questions on umpteen sheets of paper, write a page-long essay for each application, single-spaced, and then sign a date on this line if all the information you provided is true to the best of your knowledge. Yeah, maybe later. My friend just bought Mario Party 3 for his Nintendo 64. See ya! So I did what any lazy go-getter would do in that situation. I went to college in my hometown, Southern Oregon University. We are really cool. That's not how it goes. Well, obviously I didn't go for the sports. But funny story. My plan was to attend SAU for only 1 year while I caught up on applications to acting conservatories. You know, Juilliard. NYU, UC whatever, because I thought that's what all students of the theater did with themselves, you know, to enhance their craft. Liberal arts schooling was for the hippies and the business students. But as luck would have it, I got cast in a play my first term at SOU, The Night Thoreau Spent in Jail, directed by the epically sweet and brilliant Jim Edmondson. I was cast as a member of the ensemble, which presented me with the unique opportunity to bond more quickly with students of the upper class, who were all so welcoming it was almost unreal compared to the much more cutthroat world of high school drama that I was so accustomed to. And before I knew it, I was a member of a tight-knit group again, a family, dedicated to creating a work of art greater than themselves. So it almost saddened me that I was secretly filling out applications to go elsewhere in a year. Now, my friends, there is a credo that the SAU Theater Department follows very closely that I'm fairly certain is a universal truth at any and all theater schools and professional theaters that states, early is on time is late, and late is unacceptable. But that makes sense, right? That's pretty straightforward. Yeah, I was late to 7 rehearsals, one of them being a tech rehearsal. I need some water, so I will now take a brief 15-second intermission to allow those of you who know what a tech rehearsal is to share your wisdom with those who don't. Shameful, right? I mean, granted, I feel I had a valid excuse for a couple of those tardies, but as I'm sure many of you can attest to, somewhere in the transition from childhood to adulthood, excuses lose a lot of their worth. I mean, which of these would you let slide? I'm sorry, I'm late for school today, teacher. I peed my pants. Or, hey, I'm sorry, I'm late for work today, boss. I peed my pants. But when all was said and done, I not only survived to run the show with my head intact, but I also had a wonderful time being at the bottom of the food chain yet again. I made a gaggle of new friends and now had a good rapport with one of the most respected and endearing artists in town, of course referring to Mr. Edmondson. I was on top of my own world yet again, ladies and gentlemen. Can I get another hallelujah? Hallelujah. Then came the evening of our closing night casting crew shindig, and like all 18-year-olds at a private celebration, I was getting drunk, illegally, on whatever beer and liquor I could find. Can I get one more half? No, never mind. Sorry, Mom. So about 4.5 drinks in, Paul, SU Theater's very own Henry David Thoreau himself, came up to me and was like, hey dude, I'm going outside for a smoke, you want to join me? And I'm like, now, my beautiful babies, I do not smoke, but this cat was my freaking pure hero as of now, and he's asking me to kick it with him on the smoking porch? Hells yes, boy! I mean, yeah, okay, Paul, for sure. Now? Oh, yeah, I'll meet you up there. Dear Diary, the night Thoreau spent in jail is finally over. Thesis project done. And now all I have to do is finish the essay part of it. Write a 10-page paper on character analysis and beat shifts and rehearsal process, shit like that. Blah, 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 blah. I wonder how Orion Bradshaw is feeling after last night. Man, that kid reminds me of me 5 years ago because he's a young, bright, cocky, naive jackass. Still, I feel bad about all the things I said to him last night. But he totally asked for it, man. Cocky little shit. He's sitting there, like 5 drinks in, schmoozing his ass up like he's God's gift to a freshman lucky enough to get cast in a college play. I'm a little drunk myself, so I walk up to him and I'm like, hey man, we're going outside for a smoke. You want to join me? And he looks up at me with these wide, stunned eyes, and he's like, yeah. I mean, okay, yeah, for sure, I'll meet you up there. So a couple minutes later, we're outside talking, and I'm giving him strokes, telling him what a talented young performer I think he is, which is the truth. I think for a young, he's dynamic, he makes interesting choices, he's fun to watch on stage, plus he's always such a happy-go-lucky little shit. So by now he's got this big, gratified puppy dog grin on his face as if he's thinking,
oh, the lead in the play really likes me.
But goddammit, Orion, you were also a big fuck-up. I give him a few seconds to take this in. The expression on his face shifts, the giddy smile melts away, and Orion, my friend, the truth shall set you free. I proceed to remedy his pained shock and awe with a detailed explanation. Hey, riddle me this, Robin. How do you go about having the nerve to be late to 7 rehearsals your first college play? By doing what you did, you insulted your director and a lot of other people you should have been working your ass off to impress. Man, I gotta be brutally honest with you. Word going around the department right now is that you're not worth casting. A lot of people don't trust you now and don't want to work with you. If you want to go any further at this school, you better start kissing ass and making apologies and showing up. God damn it, Orion. Don't disappoint me. Love, Paul. Yeah, the rest of that conversation between us is a big, sloppy blur. But I do know that countless apologies were made on my part. Lots of crying was done on my part. And thousands of brain cells were killed on both our parts. Liquor and honesty, what cruel bedfellows you are. You know, the great Woody Allen was once quoted as saying, 99% of life is showing up. So, Paul's advice was the best I could have received at that point. To this day, Paul is a close colleague and collaborator of mine, and he is also one of my best friends. Although we are on a much more equal footing now than when we first met, one of my life goals is to never disappoint Paul again. So, thank you, Paul, for your brutal honesty and your steadfast friendship. And fuck you very much. I woke up the next morning with a splitting headache. I mean a massive hangover. I mean a blinding revelation. This was it. This liberal arts university in my hometown of Ashland, Oregon was the place I was meant to learn at, to grow at, to show up at. So, first thing I did that day, well, after breakfast at noon, was throw the remainder of my conservatory applications in the garbage. I mean in the recycle bin. I graduated from Southern Oregon University, class of 2007, with a BFA in theater performance and a minor in Shakespeare studies. Summa cum laude. So those remaining 4 years of college, I did not play around. Well, maybe just a little bit. Because we students of the theater live by a second credo, in addition to the one about being on time, and it states, if you're going to work hard, well, you must also play hard. I like to think I achieved a nice balance of the two. Because balance, my friends, well, it makes the world go round. That felt good. Here's hoping. Yo, what the hell? Just me? Why won't you open up for me? You know, learn from my example, you know? What is it you want me to do? So, here I am, 3 years later, in this room with you, and my big lug over here. I have experienced many victories and many defeats. I've been told no. I've been told yes. My third season in the acting company at the Oregon Shakespeare Festival recently ended, and after many years here in the Valley, it's time for me to figure out where life will take me next. Look fear and doubt dead in the eye. And tell them to get in the back seat because I'm driving this vehicle off into the sunset. But truth is, as confident as I may seem, I am still really scared. You know what I should try? I should try calling up my close acquaintance, Mr. Real World, and asking for his advice. Yeah, easy. Hey, Mr. Real World! Oh, so glad I caught you. What you up to? Business as usual, huh? Good, so you're not too busy. Listen, RW, I need some help. After lots of years in my small, comfortable hometown, it's almost time for me to finally relocate to the big city and make a name for myself as a superstar actor, but I'm a little scared, you know. I've never had to live away from my home before, and I know my mom's gonna cry when I leave. Anyway, do you have any advice for me? Just sort of take the edge off, you know? Oh, you do? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, home is where the heart is. Heard that one? I know. Right? Next. No pets right now, but when I do get one, I will be sure to spay or neuter it. Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you, Mr. Real. What was that last one? The last one you just said. My destiny lives inside of me? All right, what kind of cryptic hoodoo stuff is that? No, it's not as simple as that, Mr. Real World. The only destiny I know of is standing right here next to me. I think it's ignoring me right now, but I'm pretty sure that I'll call you back. Hey, you are good looking, sir. Sweet. But how far is that going to get you? Will you ever be good enough? Will anyone ever care? And how many of you actor types even make enough money to get by? The internet says like 1% of you. And how do you think people will look at you when you're talking to yourself while you walk down the street? Yeah, I don't think I didn't see at the gym the other day when you were running on the treadmill. Your legs were flapping around like a crazy person's. To be or not to be, that is the question which is nobler in the mind. Ha! Slap a straight jacket on that guy. Hey! You better look at me when I'm talking to you. Wait. Is that eyeliner you got on? Well, you're a dude, right? Because makeup is for chicks and fairies. What are you looking at, huh? What are you looking at? What are you looking at? What are you looking at? Shh. That's all right, man. You're not alone right here. I've got you. I love you. Orion. You ever had that dream when you're searching for a door? And what's on the other side of this door you're not quite sure of, but you hope. Silently and with every fiber of your being that it's your destiny waiting for you to meet up with it. I woke up this morning with a splitting headache. No. A massive hangover. No. A blinding revelation. Maybe it's just me on the other side of the door. In all my flawed glory, because I've realized that I can't reach my destiny without bringing myself along for the ride. No matter where life takes me, I am the only constant, the only sure thing. And wherever I decide to go, I will follow. Whether it be willingly or kicking and screaming, but always perpetual in my loyalty. No matter what time of day it is, or regardless of what kind of a day it's been, when I look in the mirror, I see myself. And that took me a while. And I have my family, my friends, and everyone who has taught me anything to thank for it. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. You've been a lovely audience. Thank you for listening. I'm glad I ran into you. You know, I would love to stick around and hear some of your stories, but I think it's time for me and my new friend here to keep moving forward. Are you ready, sir? Yeah. Me too.